I'll tell you a very quick, funny story. I'll keep it short. I was in the Middle East last fall, and we were meeting with customers. It's really early in the morning. My time zones are all screwed up. We're meeting the CEO of a payments company, and I start talking about the SEC. And after the meeting, he very delicately says to me, "No one gives a shit." And his point was, if you're not in the United States, you know, the governments in Abu Dhabi, governments in Switzerland, Singapore, UK, Japan, they provided the clarity how they view and categorize digital assets, and they don't care that the United States SEC has a viewpoint that is, you know, pending in court.
We on location. I remember way back. You ain't have no swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with digital assets, we hodl and we trade. And when we do hodl, we make sure it's on a cold storage wallet so we have full access to our funds and no one else. Okay, you're talking about the Decent wallet here. The link is in the description. The most easy and safe hardware wallet, enhanced crypto protection, built on the highest security standards. What is going on, blockchain monkeys? Eagle here, and I want to thank you for coming to my jungle. First of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology. But there is one thing that I absolutely will do, and that's give you my opinion. So today, we got Ripple XRP coming in so hot. Every single piece of panties are going to drop. But before we even get to it, I'm going to need you to rub them hands together real vigorously and slide down Twitter. Coming in hot, we have exciting news. Difc leads the way in establishing Dubai as a global crypto hub with the approval of XRP. How loud can you get? Okay, under its virtual assets regime. I mean, if she's gonna put it in your face, you might as well eat. Right here, coming in hot from Dubai, UAE, Ripple, the leader of enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions, today announced that the Dubai Financial Services Authority has approved the digital asset XRP for use within the Dubai International Financial Center. Are you getting this, ladies and gentlemen? Licensed virtual asset firms, okay, within the DIFC will now be able to incorporate XRP into their virtual asset services. Since the DFSA opened up external applications, XRP is the first virtual asset to be approved by the regime. XRP joins BTC and ETH and LTC as the assets previously approved under the DFSA's virtual asset regime. XRP now stands to benefit from legal and regulatory clarity. What does that do for the future of XRP?
Leaving forks aside, there's relatively speaking fixed supply, and you have increasing demand. And when endowments and institutions, you know, Joey and I sat in a meeting not that long ago with, you know, some of the largest institutional money in the world trying to get smart about crypto. They owned zero on that day. I don't know if they do today. But as they enter the market, you have fixed supply, increasing demand. You don't have to go to MIT to know what's going to happen.
And real quick, before I let you go, coming in hot, Mr. Man XRP. Right here, we have, I used to work for Swift.
We saying by the Swift, keep it walking.
On the GPI platform, but I left them to work for Ripple so we can disrupt the industry. That's their main objective.
Everybody, I'm sorry for this delay. My name is Marjan De Latin. I joined Ripple actually 10 months ago, and I used to work for Swift for more than a decade. And my last
What in the world would make you leave Swift?
assignment was I was responsible for GPI, that I'm sure you have heard about it, changing the cross-border or transaction banking system. Now coming back to Ripple, because I joined Ripple to disrupt, and I think that's the main objective of the Ripple. Ripple is a blockchain company. The vision of the Ripple is to create an ecosystem with a mission that we have, which is creating an internet of value. So when we look at the current landscape of exchanging data, which is happening over internet in a matter of seconds, payment still is going through a long-term cycle, 3 to 5 days for a simple cross-border transaction. So our vision, or the Ripple vision, is really making the payment, transfer of the cross-border, as smooth as possible than the exchange of the data today over internet. That's in a nutshell what we are doing.
Just let's literally carry on Ripple, because for me, I'm really curious to know what Ripple really is doing, because I'm reading many things about, just let me call the names, Ripple, XRP,
Yes.
all those protocols. So what are they?
Yeah, I think it's a very good question, by the way, because there are lots of confusion about how these different elements get together in a kind of business model. So let's put it very simple. Ripple is, as I mentioned, this is a company. Okay. XRP is a native asset that was even created before Ripple, and it was gifted to the Ripple for the cross-border payment. So XRP was really the design of the XRP was to ensure that this could be used as a liquidity management tool.
Of course it was structured that way on purpose. What do you think this is?
In order to make cross-border transactions. Okay. Now a bit about the history of Ripple. Ripple started in 2012, and the first product was really using the digital asset, which is the XRP, with the consensus protocol. But this was not, the banks were not yet ready to really embrace this, because this was a big shift for a bank, that it is highly dependent on the regulation to take an asset that it is not even possible to be part of the balance sheet. As a result of that, Ripple has created a new product, which is called Interledger Protocol. And this Interledger Protocol is basically exchanging value based on a fiat currencies. So when we are talking now about Ripple and the banks that probably you hear about them, the adoption is no longer really using digital assets. It's using cross-border fiat currencies and exchanging values in an instant payment basis. We do have, of course, other products, and we see this take up now, especially with the payment providers, because obviously they are shorter in terms of the, let's say, capital, and the cost of still settling cross-border is very expensive.
ODL, that's the ornament, liquidity. Hey, Wall Street, we got what you need.
So they use the XRP or our native digital assets as a bridge currency to diminish actually the cost of the cross-border. But the banks today, they use Ripple for fiat currencies. That I think is very important to understand.
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain.